Hello guys and welcome to this tutorial in which I'm going to show you how to create this interesting photo manipulation in Adobe Photoshop. So let's begin. In this document on separate layers I've opened the sea background layer and this guy sitting in a chair. Now let's just go to select subject and wait until Photoshop selects the person. And after that we're gonna make adjustments to the selection so that there's no missing parts of the selection. And we're also going to keep the reflections, some of the reflections from the river, so that we can use them later. Let's hit Q on the keyboard to click here, to go to quick mask mode. Now select the brush tool, reduce the size. You can right click and reduce the size. Let's set the opacity to around 50%. And now in the quick mask mode, when you paint with white, you add to the selection. And if you hit X on your keyboard, you switch to painting with black to remove from the selection. I'll hit X to paint with white and add this part of the stool to the selection, and also this part here, and basically I'll add all the parts that I'll need. I want to select the stool and the man and just a little bit from the water that's below the legs. So in order to do this, I cannot do it like this. I can click and drag around this area. I'll add this area that contains the reflections from the legs in the water, and I'll either click here to exit the quick mask mode and edit in standard mode, or hit Q on the keyboard. Now that I have my selection, I'll go to layer, layer mask, reveal selection, and now this is what happens. Select the move tool, you can hold the shift key and click and drag the guy to a position that you like. Now select the brush tool again, B on the keyboard for the brush tool, and reduce the opacity to around 15. Let's set the hardness to 0. And now if you hit X to paint with black and you paint on the reflection from the river, you see how it slowly starts to blend with the ocean water or sea water. but I suspect that this is an ocean with such huge waves. So just keep painting. You can increase the opacity a bit. Let's actually increase it to 100%. The hardness set to 0, and let's blend in better the edges. Now just paint around the edges so that there's no harsh edges left. And change the brush size if you need to. Let's change the opacity of the brush back to around 15. And let's paint on this part here and here around the legs to blend them better with the ocean water. And you see how easily things start to look good. Remember that if you make a mistake and want to get something back, you can hit X, change to white, and paint with white. Let's keep painting and blending. I think it looks good now. Oops. And I'll hit X, adjust my size of the brush and increase the opacity to 100% to add back some of the stool legs that I lost. Like this, hit X to remove these green parts I don't need. X again, get back from the stool. And as you can see, I can always adjust the things I want to be visible and the things that I want to hide by simply switching between black and white, cover by hitting the X on the keyboard. And now that I think it looks good, I'll just add at the top, I'll click here and I'll add the photo filter layer. And I'll set it to cooling filter right here. Just click it. And this will blend the colors better. And I'll get back to layers. And I'd like to also add a levels adjustment layer, and I'll just click here on the preset drop down menu and click on increase contrast 2 to add some more contrast to the final image. And this is it for this tutorial, guys. And thank you for watching, and if you'd like to see more Photoshop videos from me, make sure to subscribe to Damien Photoshop channel and to hit the notification bell so that you don't miss when I upload new videos. Bye bye.